and this Friday forecast. What are we watching here as we head into the weekend?
Thankfully, things are actually looking pretty great. Now, it is still summertime, the autumnal equinox not happening until Monday, and let me tell you, it's definitely going to feel like a summer weekend. Right now, Storm Tracker 2 radar, most of us are on the dry side, but we are tracking a few rain showers closer to the coast. This is going to be possible as we head through the afternoon. Now, most of us staying totally dry, but it's about a 10-20% chance, especially for areas south of I-10. It's a live look outside from our Fred Haas Toyota World camera. You can see cloud cover over the Med Center. Temperatures currently in the upper 80s, but factor in that humidity, feels like the lower and mid 90s. Right now feels like 93. So as we head into the afternoon, actual air temperature climbing into the mid 90s. You will see rain chances once again for the evening commute, only about a 20% chance. And then as we go through the weekend, Lisa, staying very summery, but by Sunday, rain chances ramping up. I've got more on that extended forecast coming debut around Thanksgiving, but it takes about 45 days to construct, which is why they're starting likely here very soon. As for our temperatures, does not feel like Iceland. Temperatures still sitting in the upper 80s, 87 here in Houston, 82 down on the island. We've got ample humidity out there. Air quality currently doing fine, but this is what we've seen every single day. In fact, since last Wednesday, over a week, we've had an air quality alert every single day. Now, right now, no, not seeing any problems. It's mainly as we head into the afternoon, we start to see a concentration of ozone closer towards the surface, and that can reduce our air quality. So if you do suffer from respiratory problems such as asthma, consider exercising indoors or limiting time outside, especially during the heat of the day. Pretty easy to do when we're this warm. Storm Tracker 2 radar showing a few sprinkles down closer towards the coast right now, impacting Galveston Island. Nothing too heavy, and that's what we're going to be seeing as we go through the afternoon. Isolated showers are going to be possible, but most of us, it's just going to be a dry, very summery day. At 6 o'clock, you can see temperatures still going to be in the upper 80s for most of us, and then a quiet night ahead. So if you're heading out this evening on this Friday night, you've got a date night, or you're heading out to Friday football frenzy. The Madison Marlins playing the Westbury Huskies should be a fantastic matchup. We are keeping a 20% chance of rain at 7 o'clock. Nothing too heavy, just a quick downpour. Shouldn't last more than 15 minutes, so the rest of the game looking great. Sunset 7:21 tonight. By 9 o'clock, 82 degrees. As for this weekend, Saturday is going to be the better day to play golf, even though it's going to be a little hotter. That's because on Sunday, rain chances will start to ramp up, a 40% chance. Not anything organized, just more widespread afternoon thunderstorms, a very summery pattern in tow. As for this weekend, if you're heading out to Austin, the Bearcats going to Longhorns, 90 degrees at 7 o'clock for a start, mid 80s by the fourth quarter. A little bit closer to home, the Northwestern State team is playing Prairie View A&M. That's at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Should be a great one, 88 degrees, winds from the southeast. As for Saturday night at Shell Energy Stadium, Dynamo are playing the Portland Timbers. It should be a wonderful one, but a bit muggy. All of our rain chances this weekend primarily going to be during daytime hours. Now, rain chances as we head into next week are going to start to ramp up, especially towards the beginning of the week. This is as we're tracking several disturbances moving in and a very weak cold front on Wednesday that might reduce some of our humidity for the day on Wednesday, but it's not going to do a whole lot.
With meteorologist Caroline Brown as we head into the weekend, and of course the allergy report, because we're all feeling it right now.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about the allergy report because it's so important. If you're like me and you suffer from seasonal allergies, take those medications because you don't want to have your weekend ruined because you're sniffling on the couch. Ragweed is high. Elm tree is now showing up. Elm tree tends to increase a lot in September. Mold spores also high. So this is going to be an issue for some people, including myself this weekend. So try to do something to mitigate that if possible. Storm Tracker 2 radar showing a few light sprinkles closer towards the coast. So far, not seeing anything very impactful. Haven't seen any lightning yet. But as we head into the afternoon, a 10 to 20% chance of seeing showers and storms. Otherwise, most of us just having a very summery afternoon. Temperatures 88 degrees, factor in the humidity, feeling closer to the mid 90s. Right now feels like 93 degrees outside. As we head into the afternoon, actual air temperature gonna feel up to 94 degrees. Factor in the humidity at about 2 to 3 degrees. You'll step outside and it is warm, but our humidity is not quite as intense as it is during the peak of the summer. And because of that, it's not at 10 degrees, it's just a little bit of a boost. As we head into the evening tonight, things are looking spectacular. The Houston Dash playing our Chicago Red Stars tonight at Shell Energy Stadium. Rain chances, we are keeping a 20% for the start of the game. That should all be tapering off by 8 o'clock. Otherwise, a mostly clear night ahead. And Lisa, a pretty good weekend, but rain's not going to hold off for long. I've got that full forecast coming up. More in just a minute. First, let's talk about what we do have out there. And this is Tropical Storm Gabrielle. Really not a great looking storm. It's struggling to strengthen. It's got dry air. It's got a lot of wind shear. Right now, the National Hurricane Center is saying that it's producing winds at 50 miles per hour at the surface. Maybe. I think it certainly could be possible, but it will be as it continues to make its way to the north and the west. By Saturday, tomorrow afternoon, I do think that it will be producing tropical storm force winds, and then it's going to form into a hurricane by Sunday before making its closest approach to Bermuda and strengthening into a Category 2. Now, this is moving out of here, which means through the weekend, the only direct impacts for the United States, that's going to be the East Coast elevated rip current and pretty rough swells. Otherwise, we're also monitoring a region just off the coast of Dakar. That cluster of thunderstorms has a 20% chance of formation as it makes its way to the west. Right now, going to be moving in the exact same location as Gabrielle, pardon. So that's something to monitor. More than likely, it would also take a northerly turn. If that situation forms, that would be called Umberto. Now, when does our tropical season end? The latest hurricane we've ever seen was Hurricane Jerry on October 15th. That made landfall as a Category 1 in Jamaica Beach, that's on Galveston Island. Now, I say this because that means mid-October usually ends our season. Now, no guarantee of this, but our hurricane records go back all the way to 1842. So we are talking 200 years of data. We've never seen a hurricane after October 15th. So looking pretty good so far. And models take us out to at least early October, at least through then quiet. So there's really a 2-week period where we're still going to be in the danger zone. But for now, I would say things are looking really, really optimistic. Speaking of optimistic, a live look down at Moody Gardens, just a lovely place to be. You can see we've got partly cloudy skies, temperatures warm in the mid to upper 80s. Air quality still doing fine right now, but we are going to expect this to deteriorate into the afternoon. Harris, Brazoria, and Galveston County all have a ozone action day today. Otherwise, we've got a few light sprinkles out there right now, most of them staying offshore, but it is possible, especially for our coastal communities. You can see rain chances as we head into the afternoon. For this evening on a Friday night, maybe you're heading out to the ballpark.